Compost is a valuable organic material created through the decomposition of organic waste. It enriches the soil, improves soil structure, and provides essential nutrients for plant growth. There are various types of compost and composting techniques available. Here are some common ones. 1. Traditional composting. Traditional composting involves creating a compost pile or heap outdoors. It requires a balance of carbon-rich, brown, and nitrogen-rich, green, materials. Brown materials include dry leaves, straw, wood chips, and shredded paper, while green materials consist of kitchen scraps, grass clippings, and fresh plant material. The pile is periodically turned or mixed to provide oxygen for the decomposition process. With proper moisture and aeration, the organic matter breaks down over time, usually taking several months to a year to produce usable compost. 2. Vermicomposting. Vermicomposting utilizes earthworms to break down organic waste. Red worms, Icenia fetida, are commonly used for vermicomposting. Worms consume organic materials and convert them into nutrient-rich castings, also known as worm castings or vermicompost. Vermicomposting can be done in bins or worm composting systems specifically designed to create a favorable environment for worms. It is an efficient method that produces compost relatively quickly, usually within a few months. 3. Bokashi composting. Bokashi composting is a fermentation process that involves using specific microbial inoculants to break down organic waste. It typically utilizes a special bran or sawdust inoculated with beneficial microorganisms, including lactobacillus bacteria. Organic waste, such as kitchen scraps, is layered with the inoculated material in an airtight container. The process occurs anaerobically, without the need for turning or aeration. Bokashi composting is relatively fast, taking a few weeks to a few months to produce a pre-compost material that can be buried in the soil or added to a traditional compost pile for further decomposition. 4. Compost tumblers. Compost tumblers are enclosed containers that can be rotated or turned manually. They provide a controlled environment for composting and allow for easy mixing and aeration. Compost tumblers are beneficial for small-scale composting, as they help speed up the decomposition process and provide convenient management of compost materials. 5. Sheet or pit composting. Sheet composting, also known as lasagna composting or sheet mulching, involves layering organic materials directly on the soil surface. This method creates compost in place and improves soil fertility gradually. Organic materials, such as leaves, grass clippings, kitchen scraps, and cardboard, are layered to create a thick composting bed. Over time, the materials break down and enrich the underlying soil. 6. In-vessel composting. In-vessel composting utilizes specially designed containers or systems to compost organic waste. It is often used for large-scale composting operations. The controlled environment in these vessels allows for efficient decomposition, odor control, and management of composting conditions such as temperature and moisture. In-vessel composting can produce compost within weeks or a few months. Regardless of the composting method used, it's important to maintain a proper balance of carbon and nitrogen materials, provide adequate moisture and aeration, and occasionally turn or mix the compost pile to facilitate decomposition. Composting can be a sustainable way to recycle organic waste, reduce landfill waste, and produce nutrient-rich compost for use in gardens, farms, and landscaping. Mulching is a gardening practice that involves covering the soil surface around plants with a layer of organic or inorganic material. Mulches serve multiple purposes and provide numerous benefits for garden health and productivity. Here's a discussion on mulches and their use in gardens. 1. Weed control. Mulching helps suppress weed growth by blocking sunlight, preventing weed seeds from germinating, and reducing weed competition with garden plants. A thick layer of mulch can significantly reduce the need for manual weeding and minimize weed-related issues. 2. Moisture conservation. Mulches act as a protective barrier, reducing evaporation and moisture loss from the soil. They help retain soil moisture, especially during hot and dry periods, reducing the frequency of watering and promoting more efficient water use. Mulching also helps prevent soil erosion caused by heavy rain or irrigation. 3. Temperature regulation. Mulches moderate soil temperature fluctuations by providing insulation. During hot weather, mulch keeps the soil cool and prevents overheating of plant roots. In colder seasons, it helps insulate the soil, providing some protection against frost and maintaining a more stable root environment. 4. Soil improvement. Organic mulches, such as wood chips, straw, or compost, gradually break down and enrich the soil as they decompose. They contribute organic matter, improving soil structure, water-holding capacity, and nutrient content. The decomposition process also encourages beneficial microbial activity in the soil. 5. Disease prevention. Some mulches, like straw or shredded leaves, create a physical barrier between plant foliage and soil, reducing the splashing of soil-borne diseases onto plants. Additionally, certain organic mulches can release natural compounds that suppress specific plant diseases or pests. 6. Aesthetic appeal. Mulching adds a neat and finished look to garden beds, enhancing the overall appearance of the landscape. Mulches come in various colors and textures, allowing gardeners to choose options that complement the plants and design of their garden. When using mulches in gardens, consider the following tips. Choose the right mulch. Organic mulches, such as wood chips, straw, or shredded leaves, are commonly used in gardens. They provide additional benefits as they decompose. Inorganic mulches, such as landscape fabric or gravel, are more suitable for areas where long-term weed control is desired or for specific plants with unique requirements. Apply the right thickness. Apply a layer of mulch with an appropriate thickness, typically 2 to 4 inches, 5 to 10 centimeters. Thicker mulch helps suppress weeds more effectively and conserves moisture better. Avoid piling mulch directly against plant stems or tree trunks to prevent moisture buildup and potential rot or disease issues. Leave space around plant stems. Create a slight mulch-free zone around the base of plants, allowing airflow and preventing excessive moisture retention, which can lead to stem rot or crown diseases. Maintain mulch regularly. Mulch may break down over time or get compacted. Periodically replenish mulch to maintain the desired thickness and effectiveness. Fluff or turn organic mulches occasionally to discourage matting and improve aeration. Consider seasonal adjustments. In areas with cold winters, mulch can be applied more heavily in late fall to insulate plants and protect them from frost. In spring, excess mulch can be pulled back to allow soil warming and facilitate plant growth. Mulching is a versatile and effective practice that benefits garden health and reduces maintenance efforts. By selecting the appropriate mulch and implementing proper application techniques, gardeners can create healthier, more productive, and visually appealing garden spaces.